What's up, folks? We are finally live and ready to roll. Guys, before we jump into everything here, we got some great people in the chat, but we also have to shout out the sponsor of this video. This stream is brought to you by Cloudbet. You can actually watch the PFL World Tournament on Cloudbet, and something that you want to know is that the stream that you're going to get on Cloudbet is actually not delayed like it is on other sources. So if you're the type that likes to live bet during the fights, Cloudbet's the place to do it. And if you're going to do that, make sure you use the link that is in the description of this video and use promo code 138MMA so that way you can support the channel while you sign up for a fantastic service. So make sure you check that out. All the links are there. You know what to do. We'll be talking about it a little bit here as we go. And the odds that we'll use for the parlay later are from Cloudbet because they get the best odds for you. Anyway, we have a group of folks already hanging out here. Cameron was here like ages ago. Not that long, a while ago. So good to see you. Looking forward to this, might even sign up for Cloudbet since,
you should. They got really good. The streaming. I also have watched PFL now. I used to watch on DAZN. Now I watch it on there on Cloudbet.
It's true. Yeah, you can watch it right there. So it's like there's your odds and the stream are right there. So might as well. Dixon said dude, I know, isn't it wild? Like tonight. So usually we do Tuesdays, but we couldn't do Tuesday because we weren't going to go head to head with the Contender Series. So I guess
also I have to go live for Contender Series, so it's probably better we moved on to Wednesday.
Yeah, I did a fight companion for the Contender Series as well, and then tomorrow I've got the panel show, so I couldn't do it on Thursday. We might do these on Thursday since everybody else seems to go live on Wednesday. I don't know, but for this week it didn't work out. So Wednesday,
what do you think about the Contender Series card first week? What would you rate at 1 out of 10?
It was fine. Out of 10. So for excitement or just out of excitement, I don't know. It was like a 4 maybe.
4. That's not that bad. I mean, there was two pretty good fights. I mean, the Sister Kayev guy. I mean, he's as legit as they come, right?
Absolutely.
He said he wants to fight in UFC 19. I don't know if they're going to be able to find.
No, they already got it. They booked it.
They already found someone for him.
Yeah, they signed the welterweight champion for CFFC. Wow. And they brought him up. He's going to fight at middleweight for this one.
That's insane. Good for him, bro. I'm excited to see this guy fight again this week. That's probably the quickest turnaround other than Chimaev. Right? Chimaev fought back within a week, I think, or 2 weeks, twice.
This is what, a few days.
Yeah, it's only 4 days. So
what's crazy is he took the Contender Series fight on 4 days notice, and then this one's on 3 days notice. It's dude, how are you making these weight cuts? It does make me worry about him. But good news is for me, I've already tape studied that Nolan fellow that he's fighting because he fought. So I'm from Omaha. The guy he beat for the title, Blaine Richards, is from Omaha. So I was tape studying that fight, thinking I was going to bet on Blaine. I ended up just passing on it. But that was a fight where I was like, oh, okay. I've already checked this guy out a little bit. So
I'm gonna have to tape him because I was taping those tough fights earlier, this morning. Because now we have 2 more fights added to the card, which are gonna be really fun. I'm really excited to see those guys compete in the finale. So this card's been looking pretty good right now, man. I love this card.
Fights. It's gonna be great.
And also, we got PFL this Friday, so we're gonna be talking about PFL.
Exactly. Yeah, let's get into the PFL. Let's finish out these folks in the chat here. Yeah, we got Twistified, who is watching live for a change, which is what we appreciate. We love it when you guys are live or here live. That's always good. And yes, he is fighting again this weekend. So that's insane. We got a channel member in the chat. We got Nate. What's up, Nate? So good to see you. Let's see. Guys, can I bet the mortgage? I don't know about that. That's a little wild. You got to take into account that the dude's been literally turning around on a few days' notice after just doing a short notice. So I would tread lightly on that.
I think you can, Dixon Sider. I mean, if you want to follow my advice, I would do it.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna do it.
I mean, he's good, but that's a lot to ask of a person. Are the tough gonna be on? I have no idea, no clue.
Also, you're gonna be paying a premium betting on him from now on because when you go out there look like that and you're on Contender Series, you're gonna be paying a premium in his debut. So
I mean, he looked good, but let's not pretend Talha also didn't lose to Bellato, who's.
That's true, but that was a 2-5. I mean, and he had a torn ACL. Bellato, he actually won the first round over Bellato, so I don't know. I mean, Bellato isn't really anything special.
Everybody wins the first round over Bellato.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Igor Poterya
That's
did.
true.
So
I mean,
like,
Jimmy Crute almost finished in the first round. Now
yeah.
that I think about it,
So
and
it's like,
Paul
I
Craig
don't
probably
know.
won the first one over him too. And now I'm speaking back.
Yeah, I don't really think it's like a big like thing to. I think it's worse to lose to Bellato, but it's a thing. Let's see. I mean, you'd have to come all the way here. I don't know if that's a good move, my friend. You know, even Nate's gonna beat Bellato. You know what I mean? So it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, we're gonna talk some PFL. He's right. Let's get this thing done.
Yeah,
So
let's talk about PFL
we've
now.
got a handful of good fights on this card, more than a handful, I'd say, actually. Something that we are definitely going to have to do is make a sick parlay at the end using the awesome odds from CloudBet. Let's kick this stream off. I'm going to let you talk about the first one. We've got Damian Nelson. He's taking on Isaiah Diggs. What are your thoughts on this? And I'll jump in after you.
Yeah, these guys were supposed to fight on the last PFL card, which was headlined by Tad Jean and Sterling. So I'm not sure what happened there, why the fight was canceled. Maybe people out there's some people out there that know what exactly happened, why they didn't end up fighting on the last card. But yeah, I was picking Diggs in that in my last breakdown when they're supposed to fight on the last card. So I'm still picking Diggs. I don't think anything has changed for me when it comes to my breakdown. He's gonna be able to get takedowns on Nelson. I think this fight's gonna be really close, man. I've actually bet on Diggs like over a year ago in Fury FC,
Nice.
and I was impressed by him. He's got a solid cardio. He's really like short for the weight class. He's only like 5'5". I think he's like
Yes.
I think normally Tapalzi has it wrong a lot of times. They had that guy from Contender Series right last night. Santana, they had him listed at like 5 to 5'10". He was not 5'10". He was like 6'2" realistically. So I actually think Diggs is actually 5'5". Like he's pretty short, stocky. But he's got solid chin, really good cardio. He can wrestle. He's going to be pressuring forward. I think it's going to be a close fight. I think he's going to win 2028. I would be impressed if you can finish him. I don't think he's going to finish him though. Nelson's going to have moments. He's a decent kickboxer, not anything special. He's training at a Ray Longo gym, so I'm sure he's getting some good looks over there. But I'm going to go Diggs by decision. The line's actually come down a lot since their last matchup, since like last couple weeks. So he's minus 200 now. He's gonna win, but I don't know if I'm gonna like throw him in a parlay yet because he's only 5-0 and he's really short. And this is by far the best guy that he's fighting. So we'll see how he looks. But yeah, he's gonna be my pick.
Yeah. So okay. So I like Diggs as well, but there's a couple of things for concern here. One is that he's 5-0, but like the dude's going to decision pretty much exclusively, right? I mean, actually, I think exclusively. Has he finished anybody? I don't think he has.
I don't think he finished a
I
lot
don't
of
think he's
people.
finished anybody. That's not a good sign because he's not fighting the highest level guys like in his first 5 fights. So, you'd like to see him get some finishes early on, but at the same time, I do think he can just take this guy down and lay there if he needs to. Which, I mean, if you got to do what you got to do.
Doesn't this guy Nelson look like Blood Diamond? Remember
Does he
Blood
look
Diamond?
like him?
He looks like just like it. I thought he was Blood Diamond.
I don't know. I don't see it.
He's got those really big eyes. I don't know. I can kind of see the similarities.
He's got a longer jaw, I would say.
Yeah.
So. But either way, yeah, I think Diggs can definitely just like take him to the mat return if he needs to, lay and pray. I think he can do some damage if he wants to, but like he's shown over and over he's going to decision. So yeah, I think the line at 250 is a lot better than the line at minus 700. At 700, that's insane. I would almost consider the underdog there, but yeah, minus 250 that makes a whole lot more sense. Dixon says it's so far so good on Diggs, so that's good. And then Cameron says that he should be able to get it done with the superior cardio and wrestling.
I think it's gonna be close though. I don't think he's gonna run away with the fight. Maybe if he gets takedowns every single round, then he can probably 32-7 him. But I think it's gonna be close. He's gonna get some key takedowns. Nelson's gonna be landing kicks at range. Yes, that's how I see this fight going. He should be able to get it done. I think he's got the superior cardio.
Yeah, especially if he just doesn't screw around on the feet. If he just goes straight for takedowns, I think he's got it. So, but we can move on to this next fight. Is super exciting, actually. This one, it's 170 pounds. We got Kinley St. Louis and Chris Mixon. Who do you have in this one? I'm stoked for this, and I'm actually kind of a little bit torn on it.
Yeah, you know me. I mean, I've been trying to fade Kenley St. Louis for a while. I picked Berkman over him, even though I did tell everyone like Berkman's not as good as people think he is. I wouldn't throw him in a parlay at that price. And obviously Berkhamov got subbed where he got wrestled by Kenley St. Louis. Kenley St. Louis is really athletic for the weight class. He's been really putting it together recently. He's been fighting the people for a while now, so definitely been fighting the better level of competition. But I've never really been that impressed by Kenley St. Louis. But he's definitely getting the job done, getting stacking wins. He's taking a Chris Mixon, who's I was impressed by Chris Mixon when Joey Hart went back to LFA. And I was like, let me see, because he lost that fight on Contender Series. Barely lost a fight on Contender Series to, I think it was Bennett. I can't remember his name exactly. I think it's Bennett.
Yeah, Mr. Alaska.
Yeah, Chris Bennett, maybe. I don't even remember. Maybe his name was something else. But it was like his name. I remember his last name was Bennett. And Dana White thought that Joey Hart won the fight on the Contender Series. I do remember that part. So I was like, he's probably gonna win his comeback fight in LFA, and he went out there, got knocked out by Chris Mixon. Chris Mixon has power. He's a dangerous striker. Even in fights that he's losing, like he's definitely having moments out there. He's looking good on the feet, digging to the body, mixing up the strikes really well. But the problem is, this is the problem. This is the big problem. He can be taken out, and that's the problem.
Yes.
That's why I can't pick him here. Because I know Kenley. I know for a fact that Kenley's gonna shoot. He's gonna be shooting takedowns out there, and he's probably gonna get takedowns on him. Mixon's live for a KO for sure. Like, you can definitely knock him out if you can stuff enough takedowns. I just don't think he's gonna be able to do it. He's young though. I mean, so obviously, eventually his takedown defense is gonna look better and better. But I think this could be a bit of a hard matchup for him if he can't stop takedowns. So I'm gonna have to go with Kenley St. Louis. I don't like my minus 50. That line's kind of crazy to me. He should win. I think he's gonna win by probably by decision. To be honest, with the wrestling, maybe it could be live for a submission later, but I don't think he's gonna sub him.
Yeah, and shout out to Joey Hart, friend of the channel. Interviewed him after his Contender Series fight.
I'm a fan of Joe Hart, but his last fight just wasn't exciting, to be honest, man. I don't know. He just kind of held the guy up against in the clinch.
Yeah,
but I like his striking though.
Man, coming off a knockout loss, you can get those wins.
He was just trying to get a win. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, so shout out Joey Hart, but also this fight here. So I echo what you said. What's interesting though is that Mixon actually did wrestle in high school, but like it doesn't seem to translate super well for MMA for him because he, like you said, he does get taken down, and St. Louis just keeps doing that to people. He was a guy that's been routinely underrated, but he just keeps putting wins together. I think he's on an 8-fight winning streak right now. The guy, every time out, he's like an underdog. I think this is the first time he's not an underdog in the last, I couldn't even tell you how many fights. It's been a while. You can actually get him at minus 278 on CloudBet, which is the best available for St. Louis. So if you do like the St. Louis side, obviously CloudBet's the place to go. I think you can get the takedowns as well. Like you said, I echo the same thing. That Mixon's live for a knockout early. He is mostly a boxer, right? Does train at altitude, so maybe he can hang in there in the late rounds, but I think he's just going to get taken down at the crucial moments. I think St. Louis is going to do enough. So yeah, we are on the same page once again with St. Louis and Mixon, but I do think this is a much more competitive fight than
I don't really like the price on St. Louis. I mean, him being underdog in the previous fights, now he's coming in at minus 270. Obviously got better experience, been fighting the better level competition.
Way better,
has experience in the PFL. I gotta pick him here, but I think there's definitely value in Chris. If you can find a KO prop in Chris Mixon, he's gonna go for it, man, because he does go for the KO when the fight's standing. He does put a lot of pressure on you. He'll back you up against the cage and throw some body shot, throw some hooks up top. So I know for a fact that he's gonna go for the KO. That's probably gonna open up Canley's opportunities to take him down and control him on the ground. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen there.
I agree. And we can move on to the next one. We've got an interesting fight here between Hanat Kavalev, I think is how you say that, and Vilson Gerjoni. Pretty sure I got that right.
I think I actually did it right. You got it right. I got it wrong in my breakdown.
It happens. Those are hard. Those are both hard names. But who do you have in this one, in this bantamweight banger?
Yeah, I think Kavalev is gonna win, man. I was impressed by this dude. His last fight. I mean, he took on a guy who came back for a 2-year layoff, that Brazilian. And I had money on him to finish the fight, and he just didn't even try to finish the fight, which is really frustrating. But this guy's gonna do everything he can to win the fight. Like that's one thing I've noticed about Renat. he can wrestle, he can strike on the feet, good cardio. I want to see more finishing ability from him. I mean, like Wilson is definitely a dangerous striker. He'll throw some high kicks, spinning back kicks to the body and stuff like that. But I just think this is a bad matchup for him. Realistically, Kevlov's gonna win. I think he could finish him. Honestly, he could knock him out. He could sub him also. I'm gonna lean towards the KO because I think that he's gonna get that wrestling going, and Wilson's gonna be worried about the takedowns. He's gonna be able to land some overhand rights, maybe clip him. I'm gonna go with Renat by KO. I just want to see this guy get a KO, man. I mean, he might just go out there and win another boring decision. I mean,
He
but
does have 6 KOs, 3
yeah, he
decisions.
does have power. Like he was knocking people out before. He throws some nasty kicks too. So Wilson's like he's he's been fighting in UA Warriors. He's fought in Fear UFC, Cage for UFC. So like he's been all over the place. I was just never been impressed by Wilson. I remember taping this guy when he was fighting Indio Pacheco. Not when he was fighting. I mean, when Indio Pacheco was fighting Danny Silva on Contender Series a couple of years back, and I was like, let me watch some tape on Pacheco, and he got club and sub by Pacheco, which isn't really the best look. I think Kevlar is just a lot better in the wrestling, pure wrestling, and striking is all good enough in my opinion. So he should get it done. Honestly, I think it's a easy parlay piece here. If you do want to throw him in a parlay, even he should be able to get it done.
Yeah. So a couple of interesting things. So Kavalov trains at the Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, him and Robert Donov.
Well, what's interesting about him is this Jajoni fella is the Strong Eagle is his name. So I thought that was an interesting little bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But also Kavalov, former Eagle FC bantamweight champion, former Guerrilla Fighting bantamweight champion, 2-time Russian national pankration champion. Like the dude's got accolades. That's not to say that Jajoni doesn't. I mean, he was a CFFC bantamweight champion, so it's not like he doesn't have accolades as well. But like this Kavalov guy is like pretty solid from my estimations. I do think it's going to be interesting because he's fighting a southpaw. That's always a little bit tricky. He is a big favorite at let's see what we got. We got minus 455 on Cloud Bet. And
that's pretty good. Minus 454 on Cloud Bet. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And could be a good parlay piece. It's, he's got 6 KOs, so there's a lot to like, but I do think this fight I go back and forth on whether I think he gets a finish or decision. I kind of think this one goes to decision because I also, I do.
He could. I mean, he could go the distance. I just want to see a finish from him. Honestly, that's why I'm pissed off because last fight.
Yeah, because Jajoni is the type of guy that can make it competitive too, though. I mean, like he's been around. He's 11-4. Dude's got the experience. He hasn't ever been KO'd, so that's another thing to think about. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Kavalov by decision as a pick, but it's not like I'm like dead set on it, right? But we have next one, Sabrina De Souza taking on Saray Orozco. Who do you have on this one? I think this
one's a clear cut as a guess, bro. I mean, like Saray was getting wrestled by a striker who's not even known for grappling. This one's why would you sign the contract take on Sabrina De Souza? Like, why would you accept this fight? Maybe she doesn't have a choice, right? I mean, this is probably her last fight in PFL, I guess, because her record's 6-7 now, or like 7-6 at this point.
She's 8-7 overall.
8-7, yeah. I mean, this is. Realistically, I think this is going to be her last fight in the PFL, and she's getting finished in the first round. To be honest, I think it's the first round submission for De Souza. She's gonna lock in maybe like an arm bar or arm triangle. Like she's really physical for this weight class. Really good wrestling. Really good power on the feet. She throws heavy shots. A lot of power and everything she's gonna be throwing out there. I think it's the first round finish either way for De Souza. You can get her at minus 600 on Cloud Bet. Honestly, that's a good parlay piece. Even at like normally I don't say women's MMA parlay pieces at minus like 600. But honestly, like this one's just so clear cut. Saray doesn't have a lot of power on the feet. She can't knock her out. Her wrestling's not good enough to like get takedowns on De Souza. She's gonna have to appoint De Souza for 3 rounds and hope that De Souza gasses in the first round, which I don't see happening. This is just a mismatch.
Yeah. So the thing that would give me pause is that she is only 3-0 in her pro career. That's the only
She's
thing
got a
that
long amateur career, though. I mean, like if you look at her
15 and
amateur
0.
career.
But the thing is, so like, and I know the amateur scene is a little different than back when I used to compete, but like I've competed as an amateur, right? And I've seen some of the people that they let on these cards. So like if you look at like regional professional MMA and you're like, oh, these guys are like cans that these people are fighting. Some of the people that compete in amateur MMA have literally never been in a fight or even trained before, but they play UFC on their like PlayStation and they think they can do it. Like I'm not even kidding. Like
I think the
wish I
girls
was
who's been
kidding.
fighting, they have some experience, so it's not been fighting complete cans and amateurs.
I'm just saying, like
I
when
know
you
what
see
you
like
mean,
an
though. I mean,
extensive
so
like
yeah.
amateur career, give it some pause, right? So that's something to take into account. But yeah, I do think D'Souza should win. I think she's probably the side here. I've gone against Orozco in every fight so far, and
She almost did beat
an
Inaba, to be fair. I mean, that's what like I kind of had hopes you could make it, maybe turn her career around. But she's been like watching her last fight, getting out wrestled by that Brazilian girl. What was her name? Laura Juan. I mean, that's not a good look. Getting out wrestled by Laura Juan.
Yeah.
You should not be like getting out struck by Laura Juan makes sense, to be honest, because I do remember you picked Juan. I picked Saray. I picked her because I was like, maybe she can have success clinching her, controlling her in the clinch, outworking her. But like, she just got wrestled completely every round. Yeah, I think she's getting finished here, to be honest.
Yeah, and considering Cloudbet has like I know like it sounds like I'm just touting Cloudbet all the time, but
No,
like they're
their
minus
line on
585.
their line on this
Everybody
fight is
else
actually pretty good.
everybody else is like minus 1400, 1500. Like the best one I'm seeing outside of Cloudbet is on BetMGM at minus 1100. So minus 585. Like if you think the favorite wins and you want to parlay her, I mean you're like getting better than like half the market.
Honestly, I like her. Even at this line, I like her. -6. I mean, minus 1100 just seems kind of like it's not worth it. Minus 1100, minus 1400, like minus 600. I think it's worth it. Honestly, it is.
Yeah,
Chalk
yeah, I
for
think
chalky parlay that you throw in there.
I think she's the side for sure. But now we get the return of Biagio Ali Walsh in our next one, which is interesting because now he's just like compared to the odds we were getting on him before, he's a favorite and like a sizable one, but not like minus 5,000 and stuff. And he's taking on Adrian Grundy, who is about like a similar record to him. So that's something that's like, okay, I think they realized that they were pushing this guy a little too fast. What are your thoughts on this fight?
I just can't pick this guy after he quit out there, bro. I just can't do it. It doesn't matter who's fighting. I just like once you quit out there like that, like when you don't have your way in the second round, because the first round looks incredible, right? He looks like the fighter. He looks like the fighter that I was talking about when I was talking about Ollie Walsh. I'm like, this guy's good, man. He's gonna go out there, put some hands on him. He was knocking him down all over the place, had him in big trouble, but the guy survived the storm. Then what happened, right? Second round, he came in the second round, got takedowns and made him work, and this guy just didn't want to be out there anymore. I just can't pick people that quit out there like that. Just it doesn't matter who they're fighting, unless they're fighting a complete bum, which I don't know if Grundy is a complete bum.
I mean,
He's gone there. He's gone 3 rounds before. Like he's gone the distance before. So can he get knocked out early in the first round by Ollie Walsh? Yeah, there's a chance of that happening. But I think if you can survive, you can kind of like just outpoint him later. Maybe grapple a bit. I'm just gonna pick the underdog just because I can't pick someone that quit out there. I just can't do it. But I'm gonna go with the Grundy decision.
Okay, I can totally see why too. The only thing is, I think they're trying to get Ollie Walsh back on track, and I think they realized what was going on. I'm not saying that this Grundy.
They were trying to get him on track with the other guy too. I mean, that wasn't like a crazy matchup for him. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, and seriously, like, so if they thought that was them keeping him on track, you would have to imagine they're trying to reach lower here. Now, I'm not saying that this guy is lower. Like, there's not a lot of tape. Like, he's got 4 fights, right? I mean, so it's like you're not getting a lot. But
I found like 1 or 2 fights of his on YouTube. That was it. I mean,
when he's only been a pro for a couple of years, so it's not like he's this is a more appropriate competition for Ollie Walsh. So I'm gonna take Ollie Walsh. I think he's the side, but at the same time, I understand like your concern, and I wouldn't.
Aren't you worried about Extreme Couture guys going like what 0-5 now in the last few weeks?
I think
They
it's just
can't catch a break, bro. Delete, I mean, Joe
tough
Hooper. I mean,
matchup.
we had another guy, Dan Ige. We had the other Brazilian from Extreme Couture. Like these guys just can't catch W's this year. I don't know what's going on. They're turning into New England Cartel now.
Oh, they're not. Get out of here with that. New England Cartel. No, I mean they've got tough spots too. It's like tough matchups. It's not like they're
I mean, they've been
and
favored in
also
most of these
Chris Curtis got
matchups. To
his
be
one
fair,
win, so.
other than Delete, I mean, Joe Hooper, Ige, they're all favored to win.
Okay, yeah, Ige was a spot where like people undervalued Pitbull because he lost in his debut. So that one was tricky. And then Dweezy, obviously that was a nightmare matchup. Chris Curtis got his win, so you got to give him credit for that one. Del Huber,
Chris Curtis is fucking shit, bro. I hate this. It's always so fucking shit. I mean, winning by a split decision, bro, over a guy when he moves down to 170, like, come on, bro. You can't be fucking serious right now. I can't wait to like see Chris Curtis lose and cry. So I hope he fucking like gets cut from the UFC.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of Chris Curtis.
A lot of people don't like Chris Curtis. I like his like boxing. I think his style's good, but like at the same time, I understand why people don't like him because he would argue with everybody on Twitter. I gotta respond to Nate right quick though. So 125 should have been my division, right? I walk around in like the upper 140s, so like 125 should have been. But over a decade ago, amateur regional scene, you know how hard it is to find a flyweight? They just don't have them. So I fought twice at 155, and it's because like this thing that would happen all the time is your opponents don't show up to weigh-ins, and the promoter's like, well, your opponent didn't show up, but I got this guy if you want to fight him. And it's like, all right. Because like
how much you get paid in amateurs? Like, do you even make any money? You don't get paid at all? Oh my god.
You get paid if you sell tickets. So over the course of the entire time, I made a total of $120 from selling tickets. And that's like for 4 fights. It's not worth it. Unless you're going to be really good. I'm not that good. I'm all right. I'm not that good. But yeah, I should never have taken any fights at 155. I don't like literally was weighing in with like jeans and a hoodie on and like shoes and stuff. So like, yeah, don't do that if you're that size. But it was different back then. It was different. People think of it like now. It was different. So, but yeah, 135 was like a division that I could at least find people to fight. And in amateurs, you get a 3-pound allowance instead of a 1-pound allowance. So I had to weigh in at 138, which is funny because that's not where I got the channel name from. But I guess conveniently that makes sense.
MMA. Okay, is that
it's just convenient.
How'd you get the channel name? Can you?
The channel name actually came from a Misfits song because I'm a punk rock guy like growing up. So I, just was like, all right, let's go with something simple, and I took that. But yeah, like so the amateur scene back then was much different as all. So I figured I'd address that because we were chatting in the comments and it was harder to keep up. But yeah, so we can move on. Let's see, where are we even at? We've got Shakalova versus Velasquez. Juliana Velasquez takes on Ekaterina Shakalova in a rematch. They literally just fought.
Yeah, I don't even know what this rematch is happening, to be honest.
Yeah.
Shakalova was going to win the rematch. I mean, I'm not even sure why they're doing this fight. She's going to take her down. I know she got subbed by our girl, Gina Bishop. Gina Bishop fighting in the co-main of this card, man. I'm happy for Gina Bishop, honestly. Yeah, hopefully she can win the tournament, but it's tough ask, honestly, for her. But Shakalova, I don't think Velasquez has made any improvements in the wrestling, and sometimes he can go out there, like, use their physicality to get takedowns in girls and, like, out-wrestle them. Which he has been able to do in the past, here and there. But it's just this rematch, obviously, they want Shakalova to win this rematch. Pretty certain. This is why it's even happening. Is he gonna find another submission? I think he probably could, honestly. I'll say another submission for Shakalova. Normally, fights, rematches don't really go the same way historically, so it could be a decision. But I'm gonna go another submission because I don't think Velasquez. He makes too many mistakes out there. And Shakalova had Gina Bishop in some crazy positions. If not Velasquez in those, I mean, if she's in those same positions, she's probably not surviving.
Yeah, so this is weird. Okay, they're doing weird stuff for Velasquez here because so she had 3 fights in a row with Liz Carmouche, and now she's fighting Shakalova twice in a row. And I'm like, what is going on here? Why do they keep doing this to this poor girl? So I don't know what their deal is. I do think Velasquez is super live here. I'll take Shakalova but I don't feel good about it at all. Honestly, it's dog or pass.
Her striking is really terrible. I mean, Shakalova's striking is not good.
Bad.
But I think she's gonna get those takedowns. She's a good wrestler. She's 28 years old. She's really young. She's gonna have probably the better cardio if she can get takedowns. If she can't get takedowns like the Aspinall fight in the second, third rounds, she's probably gonna lose those rounds. But I think she should get it done.
Velasquez was like a big favorite over Shakalova.
I picked her. I picked her in the first fight. I mean, I did pick her there,
which is why I'm a little hesitant here. So, hey, look at that. We got Anthony getting gifted a membership. Gifted a membership here. That's what's up. So appreciate that. Channel members are fantastic folks. We always love the channel members. Speaking of that, Nate just dropped in another chat. But yes, thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate it. You're the man. It doesn't go unnoticed. Yeah, so she did already beat her, but it's so weird because she beat her on super short notice. What was it, like a day's notice or something? Let's see. It was 1 day notice, right? Am I right?
It was just like super short notice. She still got the submission in the first round, which is not really a good look. Like Velasquez she made too many mistakes.
Yeah, so I don't know. So I'm taking Shakalova, but I do think Velasquez is super live. Oh, there we go. So Dixon's the one that got the membership. So shout out Anthony. Look at that.
Anthony.
Fantastic. Yes.
Dixon deserves it, bro. He deserves the gifted.
Yeah, Dixon's always here
every time, yeah.
Who else deserved it more? You know what I mean? Dixon, don't forget to check out those early DWCS breakdowns then. Now that you're a channel member, you can see week 2 already.
That picture kills me every time, bro.
Dude, right? Sappic's face. It used to be Shaughnessy's face, so that's actually super funny.
He's probably just changing it back and forth every few months.
Yeah, it was definitely short notice, Nate. So it's something to consider. Like before, now it's like a normal one. So I don't know. So what I'm thinking is Shakalova is the pick, but I think this is a dogger pass from a betting angle, and it's probably just a pass fight for me. Honestly, I think I'm staying away. The odds make sense. I just don't want anything to do with it. But we can move on to the next one. We got Mads Burnell, and then we have Robert Watley. So interesting fight here, I think. Do you have like a hard lean on this one or no?
Not a hard lean, but like, historically, I'm not really a big fan of Mads Burnell. I've said that in the past. He's okay. I'm another Extreme Couture guy, so I'm gonna stay fading these guys from Extreme Couture. But he's good, man. He's definitely been fighting the more experienced guys in PFL. He only lost to his losses are respectable. Also lost to JJ Wilson, who I did pick him to beat him, and he fucking beat his ass for 2 rounds. I mean, finished him eventually, but he got wrestled completely. Didn't have any success in that fight. Beat Espinoza, which is impressive. Because I don't think I've ever picked Mads Burnell to win a fight in the PFL. I don't remember ever, but he can get wins over people that are not prepared for 15 minutes. He got clubbed and subbed by Michael Dufort. So Robert Radley, he was in the PFL before, lost a couple of fights, close fights. He's been looking good over there in Kid Free FC. He can wrestle, he can grapple, he's got decent cardio. Could be a problem sometimes if you do push the pace on him. But I'm gonna take the dog shot on Robert. I don't know, man. I feel like Mads Burnell is kind of digressing at this point. But he could go out there and mind everyone again that he's still got it. But I'm gonna go with underdog Robert. I know that's your dude, bro. Mads Burnell, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I have the opposite of you.
I already know you're picking.
I'm a Mads Burnell guy. Like Burnell's my dude. I pick him in most fights. I'm with Nate here. Decision possibly. Something that is to be considered is Mads Burnell. So for me personally, in jiu-jitsu, I'm a necktie guy, right? So like various forms of neckties. Mads Burnell has 4 Japanese necktie submissions, which is, I don't know if you know, pretty ridiculous. Like those are not easy to hit.
I don't think subbing this guy Robert. So he could probably outwork him. I think maybe.
I think he outworks him. Yeah, I mean he has lost via sub before. He has one loss via sub, 2 via decision. Has Robert. I do think Burnell could sub him, but he probably gets a decision. I think that both guys are pretty good grapplers. So I mean it's definitely possible that they're competitive on the mat. I think Burnell gets it though. I think it's probably decision. I do think Burnell's going to be able to outwork him. I think he's got more experience against higher level fighters. honestly, like his grappling is just legit. So I'm taking Burnell. I can see why somebody would want to go the other way, but I'm definitely the Burnell side. But we can move on to the next one, which is oh yeah, real quick to address the if they're 5 rounders, the only 5 rounders are the fights that are like the tournament finals.
Yeah,
So
tournament finals. Those are
yeah, so
only
like
five
the
rounds.
next 3 fights. So
Even main events normally, if they're not championship fights, they're not 5 rounds. They're only 2 rounds
correct.
in PFL.
Yeah. PFL is different than like UFC, where like UFC has like 5 rounders for every main event. PFL does not do that, which I prefer.
Yeah.
I don't know why like random main events are 5 rounds. I don't know. It seems strange to me, but I don't know. Every organization is different. But we have Marcelo Alves taking on Justin Wetzel in the tournament final for 135 pounds. Neither of these guys was expected to be here, but yet here they both are. Who are you on this one? What's your side?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the dog shot on Justin Vetchel.
Go.
Cause I know he's gonna go out there wrestle, man. I like what I've seen from Justin Vetchel. He's gonna stick to his game plan. Doesn't give a fuck what people think or gonna say about his fights if they're boring or not. He's got crazy cardio. He came in a short notice, looked incredible. Then I obviously bet him his next fight. He been out there 30-27. That Mexican dude, who's actually known for his grappling, very dangerous submission grappler. Yeah, he looked good out there, man. I know that was really it was really not fun fight to watch, obviously, but he went out there completely dismantled him. Yeah, and I think he's gonna be on him with the pressure. He's gonna be much bigger. When it comes to when they face off, I think people are gonna realize he's gonna be the larger fighter. He's probably getting those takedowns. Cause always his cardio look okay recently, but he still slow down later if he cannot. He's definitely a good striker. Like, don't get me wrong, he's the better striker in this fight for sure. But I think Justin can make this kind of like gritty. He can get on the inside, land some elbows up close. If they're just fighting, if he doesn't close that distance on always, which I don't think it's gonna be that hard to do, he's gonna get pieced up at range. I think always is probably gonna just put a striking clinic on him. Because he does have the far better Muay Thai, low kicks, body shots. He mixes up his targets really well. But I have a feeling Justin's gonna close that distance, get on the hips, take him down, rinse and repeat over and over. So plus 125, bro. I had to bet him at plus 175. I did it this morning. Because it was like plus 115 for a couple of days. I was like, let me see if I want to bet it. But like plus 175 is like good enough, honestly. I don't know if he's gonna finish him, but I think he's gonna win by decision, honestly.
Yeah, Wetzel will fight to the game plan, and he's out wrestling guys that you wouldn't expect. Like this dude, I mean, it's from what I understand is he started wrestling as like a really young kid, like 5-6 years old, something like that, like real young. So like yeah, and Twisted Bite said he's plus 195 last night. He's all the way down to what are we getting him at now? Plus
his style is like similar to Bryce Mitchell. Like that's how he wrestles. He'll just control over submission. I actually like that. If you're betting on a guy, like you don't want him to rush submission and let the guy back up. So I do like the
position oriented. Yeah, and like honestly, I think that's probably it. It's him by decision. I mean,
money line. I mean, why would you even like play with the props? I mean, money line's plus 175.
But as far as like what I think happens is a decision. I think he's okay. So he's won 11 of his last 12. He's on a 5-fight winning streak. I mean, the dude's just doing everything right. Like, there's literally nothing. There's nothing I could go against him on. Like, I think he's just going to be able to hold him down and do what he needs to do. He might get a finish, but he might also just ride it out. So, yeah, for me, Wetzel is by far the easiest.
I think people are looking at the Hadley fight too much, like because Hadley doesn't he'll just like not even shoot takedowns. Like sometimes he's not really like a wrestler. He's more of like a jiu-jitsu guy who's a boxer. That's the style. He's not really going to be going out there like shooting takedowns nonstop, beating you in the clinch, getting you a bit tired. That's what Wecho does. I mean, that's his game. He's gonna be hanging on you in the clinch, making you fucking work. I mean, like rinse and repeat over and over. That's all he does. He's not just gonna let you like dance around the outside. Just kick him to the body, land body shots at range, like Jake Hadley was doing out there, which is really dumb. I think Marcelo is gonna have the early rounds. He's probably gonna win the first round, maybe if he can stop taking it early. But it's 5 rounds, man. So like Vettel's gonna have a lot of time to like work and get those takedowns. Like I know those first couple rounds are going to be kind of scary though, because Marcelo has been looking good with his striking, but I think eventually he'll get those takedowns.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's all day. We can move on to our next one, which is a super interesting matchup because these two actually used to train together. It's Jenna Bishop and Liz Carmouche, and I think everybody already knows what side I'm on. I don't think unless you just are new around this channel, but most people probably know where I'm at. But what do you think? And do you think them training together previously is going to make a difference?
Not really, man. I mean, I want Gina Bishop to win. Honestly, I'll be honest with you guys. She's been cashing bets for us. She's been looking pretty good out there, but this is just a bad matchup for her. Like, can she find a submission? Maybe like if she gets a really good position on her, lock something up. I don't know. She probably could get her in the position, but like, is she gonna tap her out? I'm not really sure. To be honest, because Liz is just even though she's 42 years old, like eventually, like there's gonna be a time when she looks really fucked because she looks like her age. I just don't think it's gonna be this fight. She just went out there, beat up a 27-year-old, or what was that? How old was that girl that she beat from Brazil? She was able to like just kind of outstrike her, land the better shots, and that's what's gonna happen here. She has more power, has better striking, has better technique. Wrestling's good enough where she can stuff most takedowns from Gina Bishop. Gina Bishop, like I don't think she's like a crazy wrestler.
No.
She'll like get a takedown, like it's not getting like crazy takedown round after round. But one thing I gotta mention is that they both Gina Bishop went to war with Kana Watanabe,
Mm-hmm.
but I do remember Liz was down 2 rounds in that fight, and she found that crazy submission right in the final 10 seconds. So that was something I gotta mention. But Liz is gonna win. Can she finish her? I honestly think she could finish her later too. If Bishop can't get those takedowns, he's so good with war. I mean, the striking defense is really fucking shit. So I can see like Liz putting hands on her, hurting her to the body. I mean, doesn't have like power as same technique as Dakota Dishiva. So I don't think she's gonna knock her in the first round. That would be crazy if she was able to do that. But I think eventually like Liz is probably gonna finish her later or could go the distance. I mean, Gina is a tough girl. But I can see Liz like finishing her later, like in the third, fourth, fifth round, maybe.
Yeah. Like honestly, I think Liz is just. I think she puts it on her on the feet. I think on the ground she can keep up. A couple of things that are interesting though. One thing I really want to point out. So for Jenna Bishop, this is just more interesting for me. So she's a black belt under JW Wright. He's actually the like black belt that my academy that I actually go to is under. So that's kind of wild. So like I technically have a connection with Jenna Bishop there, but I'm still picking against her. So there is that. I think Carmouche is just better. Also, Carmouche is like my favorite women's fighter. Maybe not ever, but maybe ever. Like she's up there for sure. Girl's awesome.
My favorite girl fighter is Tracy Cortez. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah. No, Carmouche is awesome. One of these days, I need to get an interview with Carmouche. I want to ask her so many things. Like the girl's had like an incredible career. Literally one half of the first ever women's fight in the UFC, which is incredible, and she's still doing it. Whereas the other half, Ronda Rousey's been retired for ages, and Carmouche is still fighting at a very high level. So yeah, there's a lot to like here. I think Carmouche is just better. I think she's better everywhere except for maybe pure jiu-jitsu, and even then it's close.
Jiu-jitsu, I mean, Gina Bishop definitely got better jiu-jitsu. She can get her on her back. She's gonna be live for a submission for sure. She can get those same positions as Kana Watanabe, because Kana Watanabe had almost stopped her in the first round. She had her back, had that body triangle in, but Liz was able to survive that position. She's extremely tough, man. She's not just gonna panic out there if you get her in those positions that Kana Watanabe did. So I think she's gonna have to put her to sleep. I don't think Liz is the type of girl to tap on.
No,
it's gonna have to be like her putting her to sleep. She is capable of, but I just think Liz is gonna be too much, too physical, and her striking technique is just a lot better, cleaner.
So much better. Striking won't be close. Yeah, I mean Jenna Bishop's like developing on the feet, but it's not going to be close.
Yeah, if you watch that Kana Watanabe fight, her striking looks. I don't know how. Like I don't even know. Like that fight was crazy. Like I didn't.
That was an off night for sure. Yeah. I don't know what was up with that. Yeah. Do I think she finishes? I think it's possible. Bishop's kind of tough though. I think it's gonna be one of those where like it'll be like up to. It depends on who we have as a ref. Like a lot. It'll be one of those where there's going to be moments you're thinking, ooh, ref could step in, and then maybe not.
Yeah, if it's Jason Herzog, you might as well bet the house on the fight because he ain't gonna stop shit.
Yeah, I mean, he
Jason
was stopping
Herzog
stuff
ain't
for
gonna
a
stop.
contender series, I guess, because he stopped the Susurkaya fight, which I was
Was
surprised.
he the referee? I don't even remember.
He was, yeah, because I remember making a comment on the live stream like, "Oh, wow, that was Jason Herzog that stopped that." But let's see, Bishop is going to armbar with. So we don't train at the same academy. We just are like the black belt that she got her black belt from is the black belt that like promotes the black belts at my academy, if that makes sense, like through lineages. So yeah. Anyway, like I went to one of his seminars like when he came through town not that long ago. So like it's just like our gyms are like sisters, I guess, if that makes sense. Dixon Sider thought Carla was my favorite. I don't dislike Carla Esparza. I think she's good. She's great, actually. I mean,
that Rose and Esparza fights for the one fight for the history books.
That one was
crazy.
a great fight, but outside of that, Esparza had a pretty darn good career. So yeah, no hate there.
What's her nickname? Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster,
right? Cookie Monster. I like that nickname. Honestly, sounds kind of sick.
Herzog used to be my favorite ref. Now I don't.
He used to be the gold standard. I mean, people used to call her being the gold standard, but Herzog was like known as one of the best referees in the game.
Yeah, that's what happens though. Once somebody gets to be like the top ref, then they just start doing weird stuff. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we can move on to the main event. The main event, another 5-rounder here. We have Godzi Rabadanov taking on Alfie Davis, and I feel like this one's clear cut. So what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not really that excited for this fight, to be honest, because there's such a clear cut path to victory for Rabadanov.
Mm-hmm.
Take him down and beat him up on the ground, finish him by ground and pound, which he probably will do. Can he finish him on the feet? Yeah, he can finish him on the feet, but why even take that chance? Because this guy's tricky, man. I mean, I'm actually forgetting his name. What's his name again? Alfie Davis. Yeah. Alfie Davis. Yeah, he's tricky, man. He's a tricky striker. He can hit you with crazy stuff, question mark kicks, spinning back elbows to the face. So he can land shit like that, but he's not going to be throwing all that stuff because he knows this guy can take him down. And even on the feet, I mean, Rabadanov been knocking fools out cold. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, they sacrificed Kevin Lee to get Rabadanov another KO win. That one was brutal. So easy, bro. We told everyone that, listen, I was like, bet the house on the under.
Seriously,
2.5 rounds. I was like,
last at all.
Yeah, I was shocked that they had the totals at 2.5 rounds. I was like, because I thought for a fact they're gonna open totals at like 1.5 rounds, but they actually had it at 2.5 rounds, which is like a really good parlay piece. And I feel bad for Kevin Lee because I know his manager is Ali Abdulaziz, and he manages both Rabadanov, so he couldn't set him up there. He basically just set him up there to lose to Rabadanov, because if he had a different manager, he could have given him some like different matchup, a winnable fight in PFL to build his stock back up. But obviously, like, losing to Rabadanov, no shame in that in your debut. But yeah, this one's like so clear, man. I mean, Alfie Davis, I did pick Primus over him, and Primus had opportunities to like finish him on the ground. He was getting takedowns on him, just wasn't able to finish him on the ground. And the striking when they were standing, obviously Davis was the much faster striker, much better, much more dynamic. I don't think that's going to be a fact here. Rabadanov has more power on the feet. I'm honestly shocked that he's not minus 2,000 here. Maybe because Alfie Davis is a good striker, you can maybe clip him something. So that's probably why. But I think Rabadanov, like this week, he's probably one of the locks for as a parlay. Even at minus 600, I mean, honestly, like, it's good. I think he's definitely gonna win. I think he does finish him by ground and pound. Like, his ground and pound is nasty, bro. I mean, Mark he basically killed Mark DeCasey on the ground with the ground and pound like in 30 seconds. So I know for a fact that if he wrestles, he's gonna take this guy down, and if he wants to finish him on the ground, he's gonna have much more power. He's gonna hit much harder. He's in his prime right now, obviously, so he's probably gonna get some crazy positions on this guy. And if he can mount him like a Primus did, I think he does finish him. So I'm gonna go KO ground and pound for Rabadanov.
Yeah, I think Rabadanov's very safe for your parlays. Speaking of parlays, I'm gonna drop the link one more time, even though I just dropped it a little bit ago.
Imagine submission, bro. Like, what do you think the submission's gonna open up at? Ghazi by submission.
I don't know. He could KO him or he could sub him. I think it's
probably KO. I think it's probably KO, but submission, if it's juicy, I might like sprinkle that. So
yeah, I think you might as well parlay them up while you can. And if you want to do that, if you want to tail the parlay we're about to give, we're going to do based on odds on Cloudbet, and the link is right there, so you can actually do that. Cloudbet
yeah,
is the
let's
place
make
to
some
go.
parlays now.
I'm just going to leave this up on the screen. Not that you can see it either way, but yeah, let's make some parlays. We already know.
We got to throw Robert Donovan in there for sure. I mean, he's got to be the staple for a parlay piece of sweet.
So let's get this first parlay to like plus 100, and then we'll get the next one like to like at least plus 500. So Robert Donovan's an easy leg. Who else do we have that's like? I think Liz Carmouche is another solid.
I think Carmouche,
like
but it's not gonna. We're gonna have to add 3 legs, I think, for plus money or like close to plus money because that's not plus money, is it? It's probably like minus 200.
164. So we just need like literally any other legs. We could put like.
We can throw. Let me see. We can
Kavalov?
probably throw
minus 455.
Who Kavalov? Yeah,
Yeah,
let's throw Kavalov in there. Yeah.
So if we do those 3.
Is that even plus money?
Minus 104. Are you kidding me?
I was like, that's why I was like, is that even plus money?
Okay,
I knew for a fact that it was probably close. I actually like that. I think that's pretty easy, honestly. Like I think
it's close enough. Yeah, we'll do that. So okay, so we're gonna go.
We'll make another one.
Yeah, give me a second to put this up on screen. We're gonna go Kavalov. Spell that right. Kavalov plus Carmouche.
Yo, I was actually thinking at Dixon side. I was actually thinking about picking. Like I had some money on Pinedo, like so much money on Jesus Pinedo, and I was thinking about hedging by Cable Laya by 5th round submission. That was like plus 4,500. So I should have done it honestly. Like that would have been crazy if I did hedge. But yeah, I actually think that parlay cash is easy. Carmouche, Rabadonov, and Kavalov.
So should we use that for our base of this next one? And
no, let's make a different one. Let's make like different. Let's make a completely different one.
Are we keeping any of these legs?
We got to put underdogs in there now. We got to put Vetchel in there.
I think so too.
Let's put Vetchel in there.
So let's see.
Do.
Vetchel is 1 second here. He is plus 165 right now.
We can just throw like one. I mean, how much plus one do we need? Plus 500? Plus 400?
We're trying to get plus 500.
Okay, so if you throw those 3 legs in there, like we put Vetchel in there, how much is that?
If you put the 3 we had before plus Vetchel, we're looking at plus 421. So we need one more leg. I think that's a good man.
We can probably throw.
So okay, so here I'm gonna throw this out. Who I'm thinking, like who I'm between. I'm between either we go St. Louis.
St. Louis, I think, because if he's gonna wrestle and he should win.
So minus 278. Let's throw St. Louis in there. And that puts us to minus 608, and I think that's money, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Because like Shakalova, I don't want to throw her in the parlay, but she won the first round, first fight so easy, so I don't know. You should probably like throw her in there. What about D'Souza? She's only like minus 600.
Do we want to add that to the already we have?
Let's add it to one more.
Okay, hold on 1 second here. Let's see. D'Souza, if we add her, that'd be minus 585. Oh, geez. Does that even help? If it doesn't help very much.
Just leave it. Yeah, it's fine.
I can sit to plus 729.
DDP Chimaev, bro. I think Chimaev's gonna get that wrestling going. He's gonna win by could be decision, honestly, could be submission. But honestly, I do think Chimaev. Who would you pick in that Chimaev fight? I was a believer of DDP. I've been picking DDP every fight in the UFC, but even over Whitaker. But I don't know, man. I think Chimaev's his wrestling is for MMA just too fucking good. But I know DDP's gonna make him work.
See, that's the thing. I don't know who I picked. Like I picked for my video, I picked DDP, but like, man, I don't know. Like I told everybody, like this is one of those fights. Like I don't want to bet against either of those guys. Like I have a hard time seeing either of them lose. Like they both seem like they're gonna win. So like I don't know.
Maybe it's a draw.
Right.
I mean, it's a draw. Hamza wins it. We get the 10-8 round in the first round, wins the second round. DDP wins the third, fourth, fifth round. So maybe you guys should bet the draw. I'm just kidding. Imagine that could happen though, right? Realistically, that could happen if you can't finish DDP in the first round. He gets a 10-8, wins the second round, loses the third, fourth, fifth. Like it could be a draw. I mean, realistically.
Yeah, we definitely could get a draw. That'd be an interesting bet.
I just hope that's not the case. I just hope that's not the case though, like because that would be terrible to end the pay-per-view like that.
I kind of like when crazy stuff happens, so I would love a draw. I don't want like a no contest, but like a draw would be awesome. So I'd be okay with that.
Dixon said, "Do you think Mitchell wins just if he doesn't get?" Honestly, I think he does. I think it's not like that.
Takedown.
even if he doesn't get takedowns, I think his cardio is like so good that he can win the third round with just clinch, landing elbows, cutting him open with some elbows, and just like putting that pace on him. I mean, I think he is gonna get takedowns though. But early, probably in the first rounds, he doesn't get takedowns that easy. But eventually, he'll start getting takedowns.
I don't see a way that he doesn't get a takedown. Like, I just don't see it. Like, I feel like he gets takedowns, like, no problem. I mean,
maybe if he gets clipped early, like with a knee up the middle or something crazy like that. I mean, because I like always does throw some nice like knees up the middle when you're shooting takedowns on him. But hopefully, like he's not shooting desperate like that guy Higo, right? Higo was shooting like, what kind of takedowns was he shooting, bro? Like I was like, what's this guy doing?
Wetzel should just be so much bigger, and he's been like wrestling since he was like barely walking and like.
Yeah, I think the fight being 5 rounds favors him, to be honest. Like first 2 rounds, I don't know if I'll like bet on it, but just being 5 rounds definitely helps his case. He's gonna have more time to work.
Yeah, I think Wetzel can just drag him down as much as he needs to and just lay there and pray, because that's all you got to do. I think he's the side. Like I think he wins a decision, but like I think it's one of those things where like he's going to implement his will.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean it's like as an underdog, like, or is he?
He's a good underdog on the card.
Yeah, wow.
Retro plus 125. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still 165 is what I'm seeing right now. I don't get it. Like, why is he the?
I like Wedjo. I like Murphy. Are you picking Murphy or are you picking Pico? Are you more biased for Bellator?
You guys gotta watch my stuff. You guys gotta watch my other videos. I might get ad revenue right now.
Okay, fair enough. Go, make sure you guys go check out his breakdown.
Yeah. Go watch that. And also, since we got so many channel members here, make sure you go ahead and get on it early for checking out the week 2 Dana White's Contender Series stuff. So I'll be uploading probably here in a little bit, maybe tomorrow, at least one of the week 3 fights for Contender Series already. So you know what's up. But yeah, Pickem. So you're going to be doing a fight companion for this.
Yeah, I'll do a fight companion on Friday. So make sure you guys come hang out with us. We'll play some bets on the live stream. It'll be fun.
Yeah, see, Twisted Fight, like, I get it. Like, it just seems so weird. I keep thinking the odds are a mistake that Wetzel's the underdog. So I don't know what's up there, but yeah. So check out Pickem's live stream. He'll be doing the darn thing, and you can even sign up at CloudBet, get yourself.
You can watch fights on there. I mean, it's free.
And like I said earlier, the stream from CloudBet is actually faster than the one you get on like ESPN Plus or whatever, because you don't get the extra delay. And since obviously you're betting live on the same app or what have you, dude, it's way more seamless. So check that out. Use promo code 138MMA because that's what you do. And we will be catching you guys down the road. And make sure you go to watch Pickem's Fight Companion on Friday, right? It's Friday, right? Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, Friday. I think 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll be live. Yeah. We'll be live for the entire card, and it's gonna be fun. I mean, I think we also got Lafayette on Friday, so I'm probably not gonna be able to watch Lafayette though. But PFL's got a really solid card coming up.
Heck yeah, brother! All right, guys, we'll see you soon.